The judge stared at him and Theo just shrugged, the witness chair squeaking under his weight. It was an old cello, Your Honor, barely worth anything. I just watched the court stenographer's fingers fly across the keys. I said nothing. We had been roommates for 3 years. He was the fun one, which meant he borrowed my vintage leather jacket for a weekend and returned it with a tear in the lining. It meant he took my car and brought it back with a new scratch on the bumper. It meant the rent jar was always short about $50, an amount too small to start a war over. I tolerated it because I hated the suffocating tension of conflict more than I hated being used. The breaking point came after a 2-week work trip. I found my grandfather's cello, a 1968 Roth I kept in a hard case, smashed in the living room. It was collateral damage from a party Theo had thrown. He just laughed, smelling of stale beer. Dude, relax. It's just a thing. I'll get you a new one from a pawn shop. Something in me went silent. Everything clicked. I didn't argue. Instead, I took 47 high-resolution photos of the damage. I found an expert luthier who provided a certified appraisal and a written statement that the instrument was irreplaceable. Its value was $18,500. My ally was a paralegal friend who walked me through filing a small claim suit for the maximum allowable amount. Theo always mocked me for being sentimental about my family's old junk, so I stripped the sentiment away and made it about the one thing he understood, a number on a legal document. Back in the courtroom, my evidence packet was presented. The appraisal, the luthier's testimony, and the original receipt. Theo's face went pale. The final reversal was a printout of his public social media invitation for the party, the one that explicitly said, "No rules, break whatever." The judge asked for my request. "Full repayment, Your Honor," I said, "plus all court fees." The judgment was entered against him. His wages are now garnished for the next decade. The first check I received wasn't spent on a replacement. I used it as a down payment on my own quiet 1-bedroom apartment. I heard he had to get a second job. He called me once, but I didn't answer. It was just a thing after all, our friendship.